King Croc, how's life been? We haven't talked to you at all.
That's true.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Life is getting better and better every day, honestly.
Has reading Think and Grow Rich helped you?
It has helped me, but I've hit a bit of a speed bump.
What?
I'm not going to lie.
A dog ate your book.
Okay. No, that's not what happened, but...
Been drinking heavily?
It's a part of the sequence that I'm kind of going through right now.
Talk right into that mic.
Okay, so the sequence I'm going through right now, right?
I love that voice.
You kind of need a goal to materialize. Yeah. So that's the problem right now is like, I made bitches my goal at one point.
Yeah.
And, that led me down a certain path. And I wouldn't be sad going back down that path. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like I want something more, But also other things in my life, I don't know how stable it is. You know what I mean? Like, how stable is that bridge if I commit 100%? Is it worth it?
But Bridge is never going to be 100% King Croc.
Yeah.
Especially at his size.
At his size.
He means literally, King.
Right
King Croc, listen, you know what me and Danny were doing at your age?
Yeah.
Danny was just discovering what his asshole could do for him in the bedroom. You know what I mean? We were just discovering things about ourselves. I was in college, fucking sexting nonstop and having as much sex as possible and hitting baseballs. I had no idea what the fuck I was going to do. I wanted to make it to the major leagues. I had a slim chance, and I blew it. So after that, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I went back to my junior college and just took a bunch of classes, most of them acting classes because I like to perform and I wanted to meet a bunch of girls. And the classes were like 47 chicks and 7 dudes and 5 of them were gay. So I was like, the odds are in my favor. This is perfect for me. And so I went back there and then I saw all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I actually really like performing. Then I did a play and I enjoyed that. And all I got to do is use your junior college system out here. You can take broadcast, you can take art, you can take everything. Try to figure out what you'd like to do. It's free. It's a time of exploration for you. Your Batman begins right now. You're just learning all the fighting styles. And then one day you could become Batman.
That's some real shit.
King Croc, as Oasis once said, all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. I remember thinking about that quote a lot when I was 20. When I was 20, I would think about that quote because I felt the same way. I thought I'm young enough right now. I don't care who's mocking me. I'm telling you, I was young enough back then that I could have done anything in my mind except for be a wide receiver in the NFL. Don't have the athleticism for that. Maybe an edge rusher. Not a wide receiver, though.
Could have been a kicker, buddy. You're lanky.
Look how fucking pipe.
Doesn't matter. You see little kickers.
Soccer players.
What I'm getting at, though, is I felt the same way. I don't want to commit to a bridge that may collapse.
Right.
You have to have faith, though, King Croc, that anything you put your mind to, other than some sort of career path that requires physical gifts, Ian could do that. The rest of us probably not. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Swolby. If you start following the rules, maybe. But King,
Swolby could make it in the weightlifting world.
And I was really thinking about this because I just moved out of the house I've lived in for 4 years. When I moved into that house, I was negative $2,000 in debt. I had 1,000 YouTube subscribers.
Mm-hmm. That's when I met him.
Nobody from my college days would even talk to me because I was such a fucking loser.
Mm-hmm. Really?
But I'd already had 4 years in the bank of doing comedy, writing comedy, not performing yet, mostly just writing. And now 4 years later, I make a pretty damn good living. We're notable in our chosen career path, and things are stable. The bridge held up.
How did you said something there that I don't know if the audience really caught. How did you survive for 4 years making absolutely nothing?
Working shit jobs.
He would ask, you would ask for help when you needed help from your parents?
Yeah, but most of the time I was just working shit jobs. I mean, I got bailed out by my parents probably twice on rent when I needed to rent one month. But dude, I worked as a caterer and as a fucking busboy, dude. I had a job.
King Croc, I got you. Listen, I used to work 10 hours a week as a copier salesman, make the quota, and I was making $60,000 a year while jerking off all day if I wanted to, hitting auditions, going to class, fucking around. You can use your brain. You can figure it out. You can do it. With the Saltine, that jerk off we had on the podcast, he makes $100,000 a year doing Postmates.
Oh, that's insane.
If you worked half the amount of time he works, instead of 12 hours, 5 hours a day, he works fucking 11 hours a day postmating and he makes $100,000. He showed me his paychecks. It's true.
King Croc,
you can do it.
Work your day job and all the time outside of your day job, other than the time spent hanging out with us, and hopefully whatever you do is something where this helps you in that pursuit. Dedicate all your excess time to that thing. Ian will tell you, and like accepting being a professional athlete, but it's the same system.
Same shit.
You put in the fucking reps, and if you aren't doing drugs, you aren't drinking, you're there 5 or 6 days a week, outworking everybody, you will get good at whatever you put your mind to.
Croc and I are doing a pod together.
A podcast.
I kind of want to do streaming. I want to do this podcast. I want to be an entertainer.
King,
and I want to learn how to do it, really well, to be honest.
Ian, with
Take an acting
jujitsu
class.
Your first jujitsu class, my first 3 months of jujitsu, I wanted to quit because I didn't see how anything linked to anything else, and all what was happening is I was getting my arms yanked and my throat squeezed. I wanted out, but then one day you fucking triangle a guy. Then the next day your coach matches you up with a blue belt in the class and he doesn't pass your guard. You fucking pick your head up 7 years later and your belt is purple or brown. Just that you time traveled. You put in the time and then one day you pick your head up and you have money and you're a person of influence in your sphere. King Croc, you have every fucking skill necessary to be a streamer or a podcaster or a comedian if you're willing to commit the time.
Yeah, you're a talented guy, man. And don't ever hang your head about anything.
Don't use
Just
the word
keep
hang with
fucking-
King Croc and head. That's
Like
racially.
don't get down on yourself. Just fucking keep pushing and just keep making shit happen, dude. And just keep putting the reps in.
And
You're the fucking
King Croc,
man.
you should be a fucking streamer or a podcaster. You
Yes.
should focus on that, dude.
And if I could give you some advice, it'd be learn a little bit about how entertainment works and take an acting class, take an improv class like Danny does every week. You know what I mean? Take a broadcasting class, take a singing class. You know what I mean? All these things, these skills, you got to learn a little bit about what other people do and how they do it, and then you make it your own. Okay, and then you'll feel more confident when you're a streamer. You'll feel more confident when you're on a podcast. You know what I mean? And then I could always give you an opportunity to do stand up.
And
I
you're gonna have to
I
blow
run
him.
a show. I'll put you on a show too. My man Ian.
He's gonna have to suck your dick.
He's gonna have to suck my dick. Fan Jerry did it. Fan Jerry just sucked off 2 guys because why not at the club? So listen,
He just wanted an extra one.
he wanted an extra.
He did. He was
an extra
hungry.
spot.
King, yeah, absolutely, man. You have every I can already tell that you are a natural people person. You're funny. Your perspective is super fucking unique. You're a big black nerd, dude. You got everything it takes. You just
means
gotta
a lot, man.
you just gotta hone those fucking skills, man.
Yeah, dude, I got to put in the work.
Yeah.
And don't worry if you feel lost, King Croc. Don't worry. Everybody feels lost in their lower 20. What are you,
How old are you?
23?
I'm about 23, yes.
Yeah.
About
kid,
23?
dude.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Give or take 5 years away from 23. What?
I might have a couple children. Or
About
not.
20.
Nah, how old? You're 23, right?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Shut up. You're fucking 23. Listen,
Nah, man.
you could feel lost, dude. You know what? Fucking Morgan Freeman wasn't even an actor until he was 30. He wasn't in a big film until he was 37. 37. That's a long time, man.
Colonel Sanders, famously, I don't think he was in his 70s until he sold his recipe.
That's
and
true.
got rich.
Colonel Sanders is one of the craziest stories.
Yeah, that's a famous example of a guy who didn't find himself. Rodney Dangerfield, late success too.